All right, everybody, welcome to the December 9th Manchester Tourism Community Development Committee Board meeting. Lori West, if you would go ahead and take attendance and then declare a quorum for us.
Alderman Messick,
Here.
Lori Watson.
Here.
Joseph Sherrill,
Here.
Lori Perry,
Here.
Aaron Cahealy.
Here.
I, Lori West, declare a quorum.
Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Do we have any citizens' comments or questions from the floor this evening? I don't think we have a big crowd, but just in case. As seeing there are none, did everybody have an opportunity to review the November 18th meeting minutes that Ms. West did for us and Sage sent out by email?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, new business, 2025 Blizzard Reimagined Conference. Whose topic is this?
Aaron sent me the email.
Oh, so it's the tourism conference that the state does every year.
Oh, yeah.
Last year I attended with Katie Anderson.
Mhm.
It was very informative. I feel like it's beneficial to send somebody from the committee
Okay.
to go to it.
When
When is it this year?
January, maybe February, I don't know.
Because that's probably going to depend on who can go.
Yeah. Lori, do you have that email handy?
Appreciate those 2 months booked out.
Huh?
Got those 2 months booked up.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're going to be
I believe
available?
I'm moving up now.
February 11th and 12th at the Franklin Marriott Cool Springs.
And like I said, I went last year. It was fun. It was informational.
Right.
You know.
Do you think Katie Anderson would like to go again?
do, yes.
Is anyone dying to go? Because I'd kind of like to go, if nobody else is dying to go.
Okay.
You said it was fun and informative? Okay.
Go.
So you have the early bird registration of $99 to the end of the year. And
Okay.
then the registration will increase to $119 beginning January 1.
Okay. Is that for both of us or just one of us?
That's
It's a
for
person.
the
Okay,
Mhm.
all right, so that would be 99 per.
Yes.
Okay. Could I have a motion to pay for me and Katie to go February 11th and 12th?
I'll make that motion.
Could I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Katie Anderson and I will be going to the conference. Do you mind sending me that information that you received? Okay.
Are you want to go? Are you going to?
Can we send more than 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
You just have to set it up with Sage.
we'll go get educated. Do we have to vote again?
Oh,
No.
let's just assume we're gonna pay and go.
There we go. All right, so Aaron, Katie, and I will be going. All right, next we have old business. Do we have any?
Not tonight.
Awesome,
Hey, can I say one quick thing?
absolutely,
One quick thing, okay?
absolutely.
The courthouse looks great. The square
I
looks
think
great.
so too.
I think next year, it ought to be our goal to light the entire square. I don't know how we do it. Maybe we do a contest or something, you figure it out, but
It's Facebook's.
that's what I wanna see for next year.
I think it looks amazing.
It does
I
look
think the
amazing.
only negative I've heard is they want more, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is, you have done an amazing
Yes.
job, Miss
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
I'm so happy with how it looks.
I am too.
I was about to say, are you happy with how it looks?
I am. I agree. I think next year, now that I have a basis of it, I know
Right.
that I want to be bigger, and I think everybody else does too.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, I've heard nothing but we want more, which,
Same.
You figure it
hallelujah.
out, and we'll figure out how to get it funded, okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because I think this is really kind of struck a chord in our little town, and I love that.
Me too. I'm really
I
happy.
love that. I love some positive feedback for us, so.
Yes.
When they lit it up that night, it was so cool.
I know, I agree. So I'm tickled with how it turned out. I'm tickled with the unsolicited response that we've had. And all I've heard, the only negative, which is not negative, is we want more. So we can definitely work on that for next year. Tell you what, if you could come to us after the 4th of July, which is usually the first big bang, middle of the year, big bang literally and figuratively, why don't you come to us with some thoughts
Okay.
and plans? And that'll give you about 6 months to think on it
Lots
and
of
work
planning
on it. And then that way we can, Katie, does that sound good after the 4th? And then we can kind of go ahead and move forward and go ahead and get the plan in place so we're not scrambling.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be fantastic.
Okay, you good with, everybody good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, just start thinking about Christmas after 4th of July.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Miss Katie, you are up.
3 minutes.
You hush. I'll give her.
The only thing I really have is that this Friday, we will host the Downtown Manchester Christmas Stroll. It'll be from 5 to 8 p.m. We will have 3 carriages that are giving rides. Those are all paid by sponsors. And then the shops will be open late. A lot of businesses have sales. We will have strolling characters, photos with Santa. The Huff and Puff float from the Christmas parade is.
I
gonna be
heard
parked in front of the old Stanley Rogers building. So that'll be
Yes.
fantastic. And Tiffany Hoyne with Reese's Jeans has booked a photo session with the Highland cow. So, I mean, can it get any better? That's what we did. We'll have photo backdrops, and we're going to be accepting donations for the Storehouse Food Pantry.
Awesome,
So,
awesome.
a great committee of people have put a lot of things together.
Well, a lot of people, I hear all good things about that as well. So I'm hoping that you guys have a good turnout, and I will be there next year for sure. I'm required to be elsewhere. But I'm excited, and I really want to hear feedback for anybody who gets to go of what are some positives and negatives, and we will add those to the list of things that we talk about in July for next year. If there's something that was a big hit, let's be sure that we keep it. And if there's something maybe that we're like, oh, it would have been nice if, let's all be sure we put it in your phone. I wouldn't put it in my brain because I'd lose it, but put it in your phone so we can think about it next time.
Did anybody contact the winner of the tourism award that will be presented at the Chamber Gala without?
No.
Do you want me to do that, or
Uh-huh.
do somebody from this committee want to tell them since it's your award? I'm happy to do it, but I don't want to.
So, like, I was in there the other day, but I didn't mention anything.
I was you and I didn't either.
I was in there too and didn't mention anything,
So I was
so.
kinda like, do I say anything that,
Okay.
like, and,
I'm happy to do it, I just didn't want to take away.
I think it would be
anything.
good coming from you, especially since it's the gala and yeah, yeah. I think it'd be great coming from you. And let us know once you do, and then we will definitely get with them. We have the plaque, right, so we're good there,
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it just has to go to the,
to be engraved.
be engraved and
Okay,
put it on.
awesome, thank you, thank you. AJ, you're up, how is our skating rink doing?
It's doing really well. I know I worked it Saturday, and we had 97 people Saturday.
Yes!
That's awesome.
Katie had 45 yesterday.
Awesome,
That's good. Numbers we have during the week.
196 since it's opened.
that is really good, especially for something that's brand new, people may not know about it yet. I loved that it snowed on the first
Yeah.
day. Oh, I mean,
I know,
we could not have
we
scripted that any
mentioned that on
better.
our radio.
I know, I was like, how?
It really looks pretty.
It
right?
does.
Beautiful,
great.
yes.
It does, and that's another thing that I think really adds to the Christmas experience. I know there has been some negative discussion on Facebook and the forum. Erin and I are trying to nip it in the bud with some facts
Yeah.
about the situation. I think there were some misconceptions along the way, and so we just tried to
Shut it down.
well, we just tried to offer facts versus maybe too much negativity, because I would like everybody to at least go and look at it, even if you don't want to
Yeah.
skate.
Right.
At least go and look at it, take a look at what we've done. But, it's not for everybody, and that's fine. But I think for the most part, I hear really, really good things, and I know a lot of people are planning on coming this weekend with the stroll and everything. So I really think you guys will be super busy this weekend, we hope.
And you're doing the homeschool, right? The homeschool skate? Yeah, so the homeschoolers
Oh,
go
good.
skate this
Okay.
week.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Cool. That's
so that
a
was
good
a neat
idea.
way to
Tie
keep
in.
it going, right?
Right,
So
Yeah.
what we're doing with them is, we do a homeschool program every other week.
Yeah.
okay,
And so this week, we're offering them $5 skate session. If they don't wanna do that, then they can use the indoor pool and swim, so.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what have we learned so far about things we weren't prepared for? Did we cover everything, money-wise, setup-wise? And do you need anything from us moving forward?
Don't need anything that I can think of.
Okay.
You know of anything, I don't know.
Not really, we're pretty
Okay,
self-sufficient down there.
awesome. And what's the last day?
The 22nd.
22nd, okay, got it. Well, I think the word is out on it, so I just think it's a matter of, everybody deciding when they're gonna give it a try, or at least go take a
Yeah.
look. And that's what I encourage people on Facebook. I mean, if you don't wanna skate, just go take a look at it, cause,
Absolutely.
it is a big deal for us to get to have. AJ, anything else for the good of the order?
We had the Christmas parade, we had 107 entries with it, went really well. I think next year, usually every year we pick the theme. for the
Right.
Christmas parade, I think next year we're gonna put it out to the community and let them pick a theme.
I like that.
We'll go with that, so.
I like that. So will you give them a list of things to choose from, or will you just say, submit your ideas?
May just submit our ideas and
Mhm.
then maybe.
Narrow it down to an online vote or
bring a
something?
Pile together, maybe bring you guys a list of them and say, hey, you guys pick top
Okay.
3, and then we'll do a Facebook poll and
Perfect.
go that way with it.
That works. I like that idea.
You need some Christmas parade polices to stop the gaps, keep them bunched up, because there are times when you wait forever.
Mhm. I think the biggest gap this year was, I guess there was an incident, and that's what slowed down the parade in one big section.
That, and we fell behind Huff and Puff, because they had problems with their flow,
Yeah.
leaving Rayleigh Academy
Yeah, they did.
too.
Anytime you put on a live event, unfortunately, there are gonna be little
Yeah.
hiccups along the way. Did you not feel we had enough police
No, it's
participation?
not, I think the police, I don't mean you need real live policemen out there. I just need somebody working the parade to say, come on, let's go, scooch it up a little bit,
Gotcha.
so.
Gotcha.
Keep everybody together and.
Yeah, keep
Like
everybody.
parade
moving.
attendance. Okay, put that on the list, maybe we'll talk about if we can get some volunteers to help encourage people to stay a certain distance away from each other.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, because sometimes if people think, obviously Santa's the end,
That's
but,
right.
if people think, well, is it over, and then here comes more, so.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing if we could, figure out how that might work for next year, just for safety's purposes. I know we had an incident, so whether that had anything to do with it or not, safety first, so if
Yeah.
we can figure out maybe how to keep everybody together and keep everybody back in a safe distance.
That's another thing.
yeah,
because
maybe
run
that
up
would-
there and get candy and
Yes,
you tell them 1,000 times not to throw candy, but they
but
still
they
do.
throw it, yeah.
I
Okay.
wish- I wish we could shut down 41 completely and just have everyone on the outer lanes, and then we have.
Come right down the middle.
Yeah, we have the turning lane and a kind of a buffer of the two passing lanes.
Is that not possible that night?
We talked about it with the police, and they weren't too keen on shutting down 41 because they want to have access for vehicles on the backside, which I understand.
Right,
Well, I had problems on 55 trying to get,
Yeah.
they wouldn't let me go through, and I said, hey, I'm going to that neighborhood, which my parents live in, but I was really going to J&G, but. But they were like, you have to go around the school, and then you can get back, down, because I was coming from, like, Midville.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to let those going to businesses and those going to their houses come through with
Yeah.
the crop.
They did, once I told them where I
well,
was going.
maybe what we do is add that to the list of things to discuss next year, and if that's not a possibility, maybe they have a better idea of a way to help the flow, keep the parade together, and still let everybody have a good time.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Keeping it all together is helpful, and sometimes the roads are one of the reasons, the roads we have access to, we have to work with. All right, put that on the list. We'll see if we can. Let's start talking to them in July. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. South Central Tourism Report.
Well, start off by introducing myself. I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
I've been with South Central for about 4 months now, so you'll be seeing more of me from now on. I don't have much. I just wanted to, we had our little mini conference last month, and we went over everything that's gonna look a little different in 2025. But anything that you missed in that, we're gonna go over in our monthly meetings, which we already have one scheduled out for January, so we can catch up about all that then. But I have the scope for your marketing grant for 24-25. It just includes social media, an 8-pack of reels produced by us, your geocaching subscription, Afterjack advertising, quarterly articles, and your website hosting and maintenance, which that's another thing that's going to be brand new in 2025. We're completely redoing our website back end, so that part of your website will be new. But that's all I've got for you.
When is our contract up for renewal with you, Amanda?
I will have to double check on that.
Okay, because we have some new board members, new to you. And we will be talking budget after the first of the year. And I'm all about, are we getting our bang for our buck? So I would like to know when our contract renews. And before that time, I would like an in-depth presentation live with, I want to see the internet, I want to see what you're selling us. Is everybody else okay with that? I'm a little, still after as many years as I've been on here, I'm still a little vague about everything that your company provides as far as services. And we haven't had a representative for several meetings, and that's a cause for concern. Obviously not your fault, you're here.
Consistently.
Right. But I'm curious as to, are we receiving a true benefit? And I know everything's going up. So when our contract renews, what are you gonna be charging us, and what are we paying for, basically?
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, all
We
right.
should have that ready for you next meeting.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, any other questions for Amanda? All right, anybody have a report? All right, our next meeting will be, Ms. West, January the what?
January the 13th.
January 13th. Okay, can everybody make that?
Yep.
January 13th, 6 o'clock.
Is that a Monday? That's Monday,
Mhm.
Monday.
Mhm. All right, if there's no other business, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Would you like to second?
Absolutely.
All in favor of going home? Aye. Meeting adjourned.